So today on Project Shop, we are going to have a massive scrap out. We really need to get this place cleaned up out here. So we got the tent set up. We got Oliver, the best electrician the universe has ever seen. And then we're going to basically process everything that's outside today, get it all done, out of the way, and load it up. It's Memorial Day weekend, or anyway, Monday's a holiday. I don't know what holiday it is, but so I have 3 days to scrap as much as I can. We have bins of stuff, buckets, we got cages, we have an entire trailer full of stuff, pallets, generators. There's more stuff in the back of the shop, and there's more stuff outside the back of the shop. We're going to try to go and get all of it processed and make this whole entire front end here look a lot nicer than it is, because it is absolutely crazy here. We need to do something about it because the landlord's on me about it. They're cracking down on people over here. I mean, the cars, the scrap, everything, man. People, you can't park in the street no more. They're like, they're really coming down on people. So we really got to kind of make it nice. So that I have to go get propane for the forklift, and I'm going to go get a bigger tarp because we're going to be outside working a lot. Oliver's in the shade right now. I used this thing the other day. It worked great, even with the little tarp. We're gonna get a bigger one. We're gonna just be hustling this weekend. I got a lot to go through, a lot of stuff to recover, and hopefully by Tuesday, we're gonna shoot for a, let's just say $4,000 goal between heavy steel, sheet, and all the scrap that I have here. Also, I've been thinking about my trailer, because I've really got this thing because I wanted to use it for steel. I need to figure a way of making a partition that's removable, that's not going to interfere with anything. I want to put the heavy steel kind of on the back and the tin shred up in the front, so I can go dump this thing, make one trip, dump it twice, and get paid on both materials. So I got a couple cool ideas, but let me know what you guys think without putting some type of slots or channels inside. I'm thinking about making a steel net out of cable. I got a bunch of cable in here, and just putting small hooks down in the bottom, and then just make it so I can make a partition in there. Shred in the front, heavy steel in the back. I know I should probably have the heavy steel in the front. As long as I get most of the heaviness over that rear tire, I think we'll be all right. I don't know. I got to think about it, but I got to be able to separate the different stuff. So not only that, I want to use this thing for pickups sometimes, and I want to be able to stack stuff in the front up tight and not have it fall down as I'm going down the road, so when I get to a next customer, I got all the room. I could just keep stacking it up. A couple options I was thinking of those, and I think I have some in that trailer over there that I just got, are those things for semi trucks, to the partitions you put in there. I don't know. Anyway, leave a comment and let me know any suggestions. I got a couple good ideas. We'll think about that before we actually do something, but definitely going to be a thing. I got to go get propane, so I'm going to put the time lapse on Oliver. Hopefully we'll this weekend clear off the bench, get to this big nuggets of copper, and just clean all this crap out of here, man. So much stuff that's just cluttered up, and then we're going to do an actual shop cleanup. I got some really cool things coming, and I need to get the shop kind of sorted out before I bring this stuff in here. So yeah, we gotta tighten up over here. Okay, I just got back from getting propane, and I got a new tarp. Yeah, go ahead and cut all that shit off. You know, and I went to go get propane where I normally get it right down the road at U-Haul. You know, sometimes it's hard to understand how people get through the day when they... Oh, snap. Look what I just found, dude. Oliver, see if you can't get your hand down in here. I've been missing this. Or get a stick and push it up. Anyway, you know, sometimes you wonder how people even get through the day as slow as they are. I'm just gonna say it in a nice way. Anyway, we got propane. We got 2 full tanks because Monday's a holiday. I just wanted to make sure I had enough propane to get me through the weekend. Got a lot of stuff to move around. And I want to actually get this media burn in the back. So I got a bigger tarp. I'm actually thinking about hooking it onto that big old thing over there. We actually need to cut that up, man. If we have time, we'll do that this weekend, man. We got to get all this stuff out of here, man. This is just getting ridiculous. But for now, we're gonna see how big our new tarp is. All right, man. This is working out nice. Under here, 100% shade from that crazy sun. So we get another cord out here for the fan. And looks like Oliver was tearing into some boxes. Let's cut some tires. Need to cut a little deeper on them tires though. So I'll get him the proper blades, and then we're just gonna work our way up into this pile. Lots of high dollar extrusions in there. All those chairs are extrusions and heavy cast aluminum. So yeah, we just need to knock that and get that out of the way. And then once we kind of clear this space, then we're gonna get right on this trailer, man. There are some nuggets in here, some goodies. Not copper nuggets, but some good, actually there is a little bit of copper in there. A couple cool things. So I'm gonna get situated, put my proper work attire on, and then we're gonna get out here and give Oliver a hand, get this stuff. What do you think? Is that one doing better? Yeah. There we go. See that bead pop? We're gonna have to take those and cut them up, put them in a bag or something. Are you all the way through right there? You're all the way through? Well, they were nice Mercedes rims at one point. Where's them dikes at? Lead weight came right off. Kind of heavy. Tire had all kinds of wheel weights on it, man. I thought I heard someone say that the new wheel weights aren't even lead, which would be a shame. I'd like to start saving these. That one had double stacks. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna start saving this stuff, and I'm gonna start getting some of this stuff from the neighbor. He's got a pile of it. It's all clean. Throw them over there on that pile there. So this is going to be, basically we need to condense everything down and get to the steel. To me, this is going to be micro scrapping territory. This is extruded aluminum. That would be cast, and that's number 2 copper. So we're going to set this aside, create a pile of this stuff. Go grab off of that trailer. Go grab the one of the green drums that are inside the bin. Start flipping that wire. Put the wire in one of the small ones and put the ballast in the other one. Not on your knee. Your knee on a wet fucking asphalt, dude. Okay. That's gonna be. Okay, it's after lunch now. We need to tighten up. I'm gonna get the skill saw out. That's for the fastest way I found to cut these. Hey, we're gonna set those what was that? Hold on, man. We're gonna set that. You gotta put that up on this table. We gotta get all these tools off here. I'm gonna run down that with a skill saw and make all that real small. Definitely gonna want these. It's gonna be loud. Huh. We're losing our shape, man. Let's move this thing over a couple feet. me, this was probably a really expensive gate at one time, or a fence. And it's literally just coming apart. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. Was literally only welded on one side. Wow. Talk about cutting corners, man. more of these. Down this. Hey. Down. Get the jaw out and just cut around that shit, man. You're not gonna do that. No, flip it over. I need that end over here. These things with the pieces of metal, set to the side. These should just break right off. I'll go get the jaw. how the welds are only on one side? We tried to bend it this way, it would never come off. Bend it towards the welds, come right off. Whoever made these, shitty fucking job. And then these, take this, do the same thing. That way the welds will break right off. Right? Take this, bend it back. Bend it back. Okay. That's cast aluminum. This is extrusion, small pieces. Okay? I'm going to cut these with the jaw. Flip it over. Watch. Push down. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Watch it. Look, it's dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before?